Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, and today we're going to go over the 2019 Sabre 36BHQ. This is a mid-bunk unit which is becoming really popular because you get the rear living floor plan here, plus you still have a spot for kids, guests, anyone else that wants to stay over, and you have a big loft, which is not only a great spot to sleep, but also provides excellent storage. As you'll see in this main rear living area, we have dual opposing slides, which not only open up your living space, but also allow for the center island. Over here on the door side slide, you have a freestanding table with 4 chairs around there. This is great because not only does it look nicer than a booth, but it's also a lot easier to get in and out, giving you some added versatility and flexibility. Again, because a lot of times the booths are fixed and it can just be tough to slide in, especially if you're a little bit bigger. You'll also see the windows here are not only expansive because you have windows all the way around, but also the fact they have roller shades is great because it makes them easy to raise and lower those shades. You don't have near the problems of like bent blinds or tension strings constantly snapping on you. Plenty of lighting in here as well, even at night. Now it's nice and light, not only because of the bright colors, but also plenty of lighting. You have 2 rows of LED lights on the ceiling. You have the center fixture right here over the center island. You see you have a couple lights in the slide out here and the wall sconce. So again, it is quite bright. The Thomas Paine collection furniture all the way throughout. This, of course, is your theater seating, and it's directly across from the TV, which is exactly where you want it, so you don't have to crane your neck. You have cup holders on each side, as well as cup holders right here in the center, and a storage spot for your remotes. If you have this plugged in or you have a generator running, as long as you have some kind of shore power there, you will see that the outside cup holders have a couple different options. There's a light, which just basically lights up your cup holder. Also, they are heated and have a massage feature. So that way you can sit here, relax, and really help kind of take that tension off for the day. The ultimate relaxation seats right there. And then in the back, you have the tri-fold sofa. This does fold out into a bed, so you have additional sleeping space for guests. You'll also see you have end tables on both sides with cubby holes underneath, so you have a little storage space there. And then above the end tables on both sides, you have an electrical outlet as well as dual USB ports. Windows on either side here, as well as the large rear picture window, giving that beautiful view out the back and letting in natural light. Again, a couple wall sconces and LED lights here, as well as storage across the top. You'll see you have the fluted glass there, and if you look right up top there, you'll see storage running all the way across. While we're looking up at the ceiling, a couple other things. You'll notice crown molding. Right behind that crown molding, you have auxiliary lighting running all the way up on both sides. Not only giving it, again, that great extra aesthetic piece, but also you can leave just that on at night, and it just kind of gives you, a little bit better mood lighting. You have the ducted AC right back here, a ceiling fan here as well. So that way, if you just want to circulate the air inside, you can pop that guy on. It'll do a pretty good job. On the off-door side is the entertainment center. You'll see the fluted glass again here, storage all the way across the top. Directly underneath is the TV, as I mentioned, directly across from that theater seating. Attached to that TV is your multimedia center. This is also a DVD player. It controls the speakers in here as well as outside and is Bluetooth capable. Directly underneath that is the fireplace. Great thing about this is that not only does it look nice, but this is actually a space heater as well. So it'll do a good job of taking the chill off in this main little living space here. As we make our way up to the kitchen, you will notice you get the center island. This is a thermoform seamless countertop on here, which not only looks nice, but you don't have to worry about T-molding popping off, and it also allows for an undermount sink. You'll see the single stainless steel undermount bowl right there with the cover here, so when you put that on, it is flush, providing you that extra prep space. Right here is your high-rise faucet. It's kind of cool looking, a little bit more industrial. You'll also notice you have electrical outlets in case you need to plug anything in here in the center island. You have a dual USB port there as well. That's something Sabre does very well, is they have a lot of USB ports throughout. A bank of 3 full extension drawers there. And then right here underneath the sink, they give you enough space for a trash can. You'll also see that you have a pop-up countertop right here on this side. So if you need just a little extra prep space, you can pop that up. Otherwise, drop it down so it's a little bit easier to walk through the kitchen area. Right over here is the pantry. Plenty of storage in there. You'll also notice that the shelves don't come all the way out. So if you have a broom or something that you want to stick in there, you're able to do that. Moving up a little bit further here, a little bit of storage next to the microwave. Perfect for all of your spices, Pam spray, stuff like that. You have the microwave up top, the hood underneath. Kind of a cool looking subway tile backsplash here with your electrical outlet there. The recessed 3-burner cooktop with the glass cover, so you can use this as prep space as well. This does fold up and back just like that, and that kind of doubles as another backsplash, plus it gives you access to your 3 burners, the front one being high output. You'll see that you have the oven in case you want to do some baking, and then big storage area right next to that, which is good if you have some bigger pots and pans, or again, if you want it, a trash can in there instead, you can certainly do that too. Right over here is your residential fridge freezer combo. You'll see the fridge right here up top, right down underneath. Oops, sorry, let me shut this here. There we go. It's locked. Right down underneath, though, are your 2 freezer compartments. You have the top one right here. If we take that other lock off, you'll see the bottom one right here. It does have the ice maker in there as well, and it has a 1,000-watt inverter that is dedicated just to this fridge. That way, as it's going down the road, it'll make sure everything stays nice and cool. This is a pretty neat wall, too. You'll see they have this decorative wallboard on here, kind of following the shiplap residential trend. You have the farm-style door on here, too. And then you walk into the mid-bunk. This is really what makes the kind of the key point of the unit, is you get the beautiful rear living for entertaining and hanging out. You still have a space for kids or guests right in here. You have the top bunk, which can hold 300 pounds. This does fold up and lock into place, giving you access to the sofa right down here so you're not hitting your head. It is a jackknife style sofa, so it just lifts up and drops down. And you will also see right underneath that is a 3rd mattress. That way you can pull that out, and if someone wants to sleep on the floor, you have that option as well. Right on the wall here, they put a spot in the wall so you know exactly where to mount the TV. There's a backer there. You'll also see your TV connections, again, USB ports, some cubby hole underneath. This I like. I love when manufacturers do that. They have a hanging rod going across there, so you have a spot to hang clothes, shelf underneath, another electrical outlet over to the side, a couple of drawers right here. And again, on the opposite wall, you once again have electrical outlet and USB ports. As I said, folks, they do a really good job of giving you USB ports throughout this entire RV. As we make our way around the corner, you will see a couple controls here. You have the thermostat, which controls both your ducted AC as well as the heat. Also, one of your slide-out controls there. Right around here, tank monitoring panel right there, our inverter, your lights. Again, you have the awning in a slide room, another slide here. And then you have this guy, which is not on current. Oh, there we go. This is really cool. So this basically is a troubleshooting guide. So in the event that you ever need some troubleshooting videos, how-to, owner's manuals, all of it is right there. Really does make troubleshooting some of those common issues a lot easier. It can save you a lot of time on the phone. When you walk right in here, you'll see right up top you have a couple coat racks there. So as soon as you walk in, you can hang your jackets up, which is pretty handy. Down below is your fuse panel as well as your breaker panel. You then right here is your fire extinguisher next to the door, as you would expect. Hopefully, of course, you never have to use that. As we go up the steps, you'll see you have the built-in grab handle here, just to make it a little bit easier if you have bad knees. You have the ladder built in right here. This does come out just like so that way you can climb up into the loft. If you want to step up here, we can take a look at the loft. You have a little switch here to turn the light on and off. You have a grab handle for that extra support. You have a rail to make sure that no one's falling out and getting hurt. A couple of spots up there in the headboard to store items, again, plug-ins, and a window up there to bring in some natural light. Right over here to the side is the bathroom. If you take a step in the bathroom with me here, whoop, there we go. You'll notice a couple different things. Right over to the side here, you will see the countertop, big sink in there, which is great. You have some storage underneath right here. Right up top is the mirrored medicine cabinet, and it has a light right down here, which is kind of cool, so it lights it up. You have that decorative backsplash there too. Looks pretty neat. Right over here to the side, though, is your shower. Normally you'd get in from the other side, but because it's open this way, I sneaked in. It's a little tight, but you can slide all the doors this way. Again, just making life a little easier. But as you can see, folks, I have plenty of room to be able to maneuver in here. You have a seat, so if you want to sit down right there, you can do that. Or if you need to shave your legs, you can do that as well. You'll see that you have some shelves right over here, your hand wand, and the skylight up top. It's a huge skylight. It spreads the entire width of the shower, basically. I'm about 6 foot. I definitely don't need the height, but if you're really tall, it allows you a lot of freedom and movement in here, which is pretty cool. Because most of the time, the skylights are about this big. It's not going to be the case there. Right over here in the corner is your foot flush lever toilet. You can see that. Porcelain bowl, so it is easier to clean. Cubby hole right here, and then you have the linen closet right up above that. When you step into the master bedroom, you will see that there is a king bed that is in a slide out, so you have good space to walk around. In order to give you more space yet, this is a tilting bed, so it can raise up a little bit, which makes it a little bit easier to read or may make it easier for you to climb out of bed. And again, if you do lift it all the way up, it gives you all that much more space to be able to walk around in here. You have, the shiplap headboard right up front, windows on both sides for great lighting. You'll notice you have cubby holes on the sides, gives you a good place to put your cell phone. And on the one side here, you have electrical outlet as well as, again, another dual USB port. That switch right there is the one for the bed. Your slide out switch here, thermostat, and then, of course, your lights. If we take a look in the very front, this is your wardrobe. You'll see you have the barn-style doors on here again. Both doors are mirrored. You have the shelf going all the way across the top, hanging rod here. You have your washer and dryer prep in here if you do want washer dryer, and then a huge shoe rack there right down below. If you look up on the ceiling, you will see this one does have a second AC in here to make sure everything stays nice and cool. And then at the foot of the bed, you have a window here as well as a dresser with 3 drawers. I'll open that up to kind of show you the size. And then you'll also notice you have TV hookups right up top there. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at the outside of the Sabre 36BHQ. Right up front here, you have the slightly redesigned graphics. You will see that you have LED lights laid in on the side right there, as well as right here underneath the nose. When we drop down underneath, we'll open up this front compartment here for you. And if you take a look inside, you will see that you have some storage over here to the side area. You also have your battery boxes, and you will see right back here is your battery disconnect. Over here is your auto level control. This one is equipped with auto level. Touch a button, basically does the rest for you. That's for the docking lights right up front, and it has solar prep. So if you want solar on this RV, all you have to do is buy the portable panels, plug it in right there, and it'll start to trickle charge it for you. Right here on the side, you have one of your 2 20-pound propane tanks. You'll have one on this side, another one on the other side. Coming to the pass-through here, we'll open this up. It is magnetic, so it just stays up there for you. You can see it's actually a really good size pass-through. Also, most of your plumbing is right back here, so for the most part, it is out of the way. And because the door is so wide, it allows for large items, whether it's a portable picnic table, your executive chairs, even a grill. You can see it comes with a grill. You have that located in there as well. Making another step back, this is pretty cool. You know, one of my favorite things to have is a fridge outside, and they have managed to fit that into this floor plan. So you see you got the mini fridge here for some condiments, beverages. Right over to the side here is that 1,000-watt inverter I was talking about, and again, that is dedicated to that refrigerator inside. You have TV hookups right here, and if you can get a smaller TV and set it right inside here if you want, or you can take those, drop it right down, and set your TV up outside. That way you can close this down. You have the Step Above Steps by Moride. Fantastic step system, folks. You know, I weigh over 200 pounds. You can see I can jump up and down on this. The steps don't flex. So if you want some stable steps, you definitely have it here with the Sabre. You also have the foldable grab handle, which makes it nice and easy to get in and out, gives you that extra control. And you'll also see that they commissioned them to put the Sabre right there on the side. Looks pretty nice. For these style steps, in order to put them away, well, the first thing you want to do is make sure you open your door all the way up. A lot of times if the door isn't all the way open, this right here catches on your door. So just make sure the door is opened all the way up, and then you will take the steps just like so, flip them up and in. You see you have a grab handle right here, and then they just lock into place like that. To drop it back down, you just pull this little ring right here, and that frees it up, allowing it to drop back down for you. When you're done, you just shut the door, fold your grab handle over, you're scooting on down the road. Right up top here is your power awning. Touch a button to roll that out. Same thing to have it go right back in, and you have an LED light strip on there so you have light at night. Then you will see your 2 outside speakers right underneath that. As I said, those are controlled by that multimedia center inside. but that is Bluetooth capable, so you can sit right out here and be able to rock out with your cell phone or tablet. Just as I mentioned, connect that via Bluetooth. Right down below are your wheels, aluminum alloy wheels, which look great now and will continue to do so because aluminum doesn't rust out on you. And you'll also see these guys right here, which is a tire pressure indicator. Now I know this probably cost them pennies, but honestly folks, I think this is a great addition. If it shows green, your tire pressure is good. If it pops red, you know you have to fill it up. It just makes it really quick and easy. It's a super simple check. Again, I think that was a pretty good idea for them to add that on. Right back here is your propane quick connect. You saw that outside grill, so you can just hook, your grills, or if you have, one that you really like, or a cooktop, anything like that, pop it right in there. Comes with your square tubular bumper. It does have end caps, even though they're not currently installed, but that gives you a great spot to store your sewer hose. Right back here is your cargo tray. You can drop this guy down. This will let you, carry up to 200 pounds. You can put totes on there, wood. If you have a cooler, you can strap that on there. It just gives you a lot of extra carrying options. And because it came from the manufacturer, it doesn't void out any warranties. A lot of times if you strap stuff on your bumper, it will. Clearly not the case here. And attached to that is your spare tire. You'll have to make sure you account for the weight of the spare tire and that 200 pounds as well. Right here is the ladder to climb up onto the roof. It is obviously attached. Great thing about that is that you don't have to bring a ladder with you. Always a good idea to get up there when you're done camping, sweep off your roof, and get up there for basic maintenance. You'll also see that you have backup camera prep. If you plan on installing a backup camera, having the prep makes it a lot easier to install, meaning it'll save you money on labor. And then coming right around the corner here is your 50 amp detachable supply. Because you have two ACs in the fireplace, this one does run off 50 amp. Plug it in right there and you are good to go. On the off-door side is your 10-gallon water heater right here. If we drop down below, you have both your gray tank and black tank valves. One of the things you'll notice is they are buried in the underbelly here, which is covered, insulated, and heated, so that way helps prevent your tanks and lines from freezing up on you. The main termination is right back here, so again, you hook that up, pull those valves, making sure you pull your black before your gray just to help wash things out a little bit better, and you are all set. Right up here, if we drop down the other side of our pass-through, right over in the corner is the majority of your hookups. You'll see both your your fresh tank fill, as well as your city water connection there. Black tank flush is right below those. You also have the outside shower here with both hot and cold water access. And then up on the side are your cable and satellite inlets. Right over here, folks, is that other 20-pound propane tank that I had mentioned. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2019 Sabre 36BHQ. If you're interested in this fifth wheel and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.